And we have returned for the final hour.
Ever. Um,
The final hour. Season 2, Episode 1, the end of the series.
Everyone dies during downtime.
Everyone dies during downtime?
Yeah, sorry, rocks fall. You all die.
Oh, shit.
I'd like to roll to resist.
It's
You
level,
would like that, wouldn't you?
It's level 17 harm, so even if you resist, like, it'll be level 15 harm, and you'll be like...
Don't worry, I have foresight.
We
I knew this
established
was
that level
coming.
6 harm is the player getting harm.
Yeah.
Level 14 is the dimension you exist in ceases to exist.
So, Sean, just for the sake of transparency here,
Yes.
I'm deleting these 2 dots on your killing Wester clock
That's fine. Yeah.
because
I did not.
you didn't kill him, and you're gonna have to try again fresh. And then I'm gonna add a clock for Rich's haunting. It's a 4 count. If it gets to 5, the ghost is gonna try to possess you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start with 1.
I've had worse.
Or sorry, if it gets to 4. So yeah. Clocks. Woo. Very
Tick
excited.
tock, tick tock.
Yeah.
They're
Who
a
wants some
thing.
downtime?
You guys,
I would like to
downtime?
indulge in my vice. So I
you-
stroll into the fighting pit.
You're gonna go get beat up.
I am cut up by a sword in several places.
So wrecked right now.
I am like field stitched basically around my gut.
So
And
you have like a cummerbund keeping your intestines in your body.
yeah, and I just show up at the pit and I'm like, come at me.
Yeah, and so what was your purveyor's name again?
Grist.
Grist, right? Yeah, Grist is. Let's roll on the tables. Woo! Let's see what Grist is. What kind of human is Grist? Grist is a human person.
Of some height.
So she is a foreigner, specifically. This is at the docks. Yeah, she's a scove.
Okay.
She is very big and brawny. She does a lot of manual labor. But she's really well dressed.
Oh.
She's very like fashionable. She wears man's clothes.
Mhm.
Like she's not one for dresses, but she has these like really nice tailored like coats and suits that she wears down in the fighting pits. And she's like always smoking with like a cigarette holder. And she fancies herself a bit of a dandy.
Yeah.
She keeps her hair cut really short with like this big like slicked back swoop.
Aw,
So much
I
style.
love her already.
Yeah, and yeah, she has this like very bright like platinum blonde hair. And yeah, she's like quite like corpulent, like she's quite big.
Yeah.
Like thick arms, and she's got like her suit jacket is like hanging over a chair, and she's got her sleeves rolled up, and she's smoking from this cigarette holder. And she's just like, look like shit. I can't put you in like that.
Sure you can. Everyone loves a show.
All right, I mean, just keep your guts inside you. All right. I'm not paying to clean that shit up.
I'll sweep it up myself before I die.
Good boy. Yeah, go ahead and vice it up.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do we get any like crew bonuses for vices? I didn't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. All my vices are the same, so I'm just gonna roll prowess because seems appropriate. 4. Cool. That puts me down to 3 stress.
Would you like to indulge again?
No.
All right. Do you have another downtime action, or do we want to move
I
on?
do. I want to start a long-term project clock.
Oh,
I want to track down the people we failed on the mission to find.
okay. Yeah. So you're gonna go hunt around in Tangletown for these people. You still have pictures of them.
Yes.
And yeah, so this is just to find them and get a sense of like what you want to do to them once you find them.
I haven't decided yet. I want to at least.
So do you want to like know their routines? And
Yeah, I want to get their routines down, and then I think I want to my goal at the moment. And that may change over time, but my goal at the moment is to then take them out and report to the hive
okay.
and say
Well,
like, "Hey, sorry it was slow, but got it done."
Life in Tangletown has to happen like very much in the open because there isn't a lot of privacy there.
Sure.
And so I think it's just a 4 count to pin
wow.
these people down.
Cool. I'll take it.
And we know that they're in a safe house too. Like we know.
And yeah, you have this other bit of information, which is Holtz's safe house.
Okay. Sure.
And so yeah, if you
So I'm gonna roll
do
hunt.
this clock, you'll know what that is and where it is as well.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna find Holtz's safe house, I guess.
Yeah, and you get to make one roll towards this when you open it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll hunt or survey, I guess. Oh, I'm
Hunt
sorry.
is-
I keep suggesting. I shouldn't even.
5.
I wouldn't even dream of telling you what to roll, Sean.
Oh, it's fine. I'm always
Do
open to
exactly what your
suggestions.
heart tells you. Find them with skirmish, whatever.
Okay. You find them at skirmish, fight in the streets until they show up.
Okay, so
Fight.
you get 2 ticks.
I get 2 ticks on my clock.
So we have this like montage of you limping around and like skulking inside Tangletown. People occasionally throw you money thinking you're some injured like dock worker or something who's down on his luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, who's next?
I will go next. So I'm going to go to Solia and go indulge my vice forever. Essentially talk to her about having someone who can kill me from the ghost field now. That's cool. That's not going to bite any of us in the ass later.
What, you're-
That doesn't sound like it
Actually-
would stress at all.
Actually, that leads in very well to maybe why you even consider my next character. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. Like, it feeds in very well.
Well, even better. I'll give you an even better hook.
Cool.
So he's talking about this, and he just kind of like leans in with his hands in his hair. He's like, "Can you find me anyone who can deal with this or has any sort of connection that can just deal with this problem before it becomes a problem for me?"
Yeah, and she's been like walking around and like getting the dope ready to
Yeah.
go, loading it into the pipe or whatever. And she's got it started, and she like puts a hand on your leg and like leans in
Yeah.
as she's like pulling on the pipe and like blows the smoke in your face and then puts it to your lips and just says, "I'll take care of it, honey." And then like runs her hand through your hair.
So this is the last use of my dream smoke stash as well.
Yeah. So you're in dire need of a supplier. But yeah, go ahead and indulge your vice with Salia.
Okay.
And then you're going to need to construct additional pylons or get more Vespian gas or whatever it is.
I think Vespian gas in this case.
Pliable
So we get the
overlords.
two. We get the
Spawn
two,
more overlords.
one or two actions during this time.
2, because you
Two.
didn't go to war with the Wraiths, because you placated them by giving
Cool.
some
So I guess I'm going to, for one of my actions, I'm going to start looking for advice purveyor. Like it needs to
Right.
happen.
Yeah, you want to get a new connect?
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know how to start that clock or
how would Rubik's pursue this?
how he pursues just about everything.
Which is like slightly aggressively and psychopathic.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, everyone just kind of froze on my screen for a moment.
Okay, we're good.
Are we good now?
Okay.
Yeah, and I said which would be what slightly aggressively and psychopathically.
No, mostly in the shadows. Mostly.
Okay. Okay.
No one has wronged him except for you.
True.
So, yeah, he's going to go and find someone who will deal drugs to him. And if that means going to the hive, that means going to the hive.
Yeah, I think Rubik's is smart enough to know that he should not bait Ashlyn's hook for her quite so aggressively. Like if you were to go to her directly and just be like, "Hey, I need some drugs because I'm addicted to them," she would just be like, "I just write that in my little black book here."
Yeah.
You want to kind of like avoid
Yeah, like it,
exposure a little bit, right? But yeah, you can definitely track down a good spot, like asking your friends and stuff. Like if you want to just do a consort roll.
okay. Consort.
I don't even think this needs to be a project. I think just give me a roll and we'll maybe complicate your life a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so some like friend of yours is yeah, owns or operates a smoke shop, Traven's Smoke Shop in Coleridge. And Traven has this like tobacconist's business as a front. And then they also, if you order the right thing, you can get, whatever it is that you need.
Yeah.
And the issue that Traven is having right now is one of supply. So things are a little bit tight. He doesn't have a lot of stock at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's going to cost you, like if you can give him 2 coin, actually, no, you know what? It's a 5. If you can give him 1 coin to get him out of this bind that he's in and like re-up, then you got him in your pocket forever. But it's going to cost you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take more out of my stash.
Oh, Ripperina.
I am like he is suffering for a hit. So he sells like some very expensive watches he's been holding on to for his like business lifestyle.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
Selling your furniture and belongings for drugs.
Yeah, it's a little
Good.
too real, to be honest.
So a little too real, yeah.
Yep.
Also, Birch, just to be clear, you're still at level 3 harm, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
Okay. I also have another downtime action.
Right. 'cause
Birch,
you get the
you
next
kind of need it, don't you?
I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to Mr. Steven Stevenson.
We still don't technically have him on retainer, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take the action and tough it out to heal.
Okay.
Okay, and what does that do?
I take 1 stress, and I roll 0 dice.
Yep. And it
Or-
opens your recovery clock, right?
The recovery clock now is you don't have to worry about opening it. It's a 4 count clock, and when you fill it up, it ticks all your harm down 1 level.
Okay, cool. But you're just going to do it with 0 dice. Go for it.
Yeah, no,
Go ahead and roll.
I will do this.
God,
It's like a
Level-
0 die fortune roll.
Level
Yeah.
3 harm off the bat is rough.
It's fine.
It's a raw deal.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Go ahead and fill in one.
Yep, I have. Then I'm going to spend 1 rep from the crew,
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to indulge my vice.
Heal yourself. Heal yourself.
Or I can get my stress back and just resist consequences next time.
Heal yourself.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah.
back at the fighting pits the next day, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, God, what a monster.
Goddamn, Birch is a beast. And to be fair, I guess you're operating at tough as nails level 2 harm rather than that level 3 harm, so it's not as bad.
It's not as bad, no.
Yeah.
It's not
That
great.
means that he can function without help, but he's still like as fucked up.
I mean, I know, right? Like, I know.
Yeah, taking another level 3 harm will kill me. So, yeah, let me indulge my vice with my prowess. Awesome. 6. I overindulge.
Oh, and Sean,
Yeah?
taking another level 2 harm will kill you.
Oh, that is fair. Yes, true. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it will bump all the way up to 4.
Just watch out. Be careful.
Yep, I will keep that in mind. Fictionally, the thing that makes the most sense is for my vice purveyor to cut me off.
Yeah.
Because
Stop coming here, you're gonna die.
So you show up the next day, and she's just like, "Really, this again?"
I have like a black eye from like the previous day of fighting.
Yeah, and like, she just like stands up, and she's like a head taller than you,
Yeah, no.
and has like 80 pounds on you,
Mhm.
and she just like pushes you against the wall, and she's like, "Look, I'm running, albeit an illegal one, but a fucking business here, all right? And this is starting to get bad for business. It's scaring people. So tell you what, you get this last one on the house, and then you get the fuck out." And then she just clocks you in the face. And so the beating that you so richly desire and deserve comes from her. And then she like rolls you out onto the street.
Awesome. I'll take it. Yeah, then yeah, so all my stress is gone. I'm done.
My god.
Yeah, what's up, Elf?
Well, one day when Rubik's is coming back to the...
Oh, 1 sec. We're at the end of downtime, correct?
I think Elf gets 2 downtime actions.
Do I?
Okay, cool.
But, like, on Cricket, though, surely. Do I get downtime actions on this character? That would be weird. I haven't
Sure,
done
why not?
anything. Okay, alright, sure.
Start some long-term projects.
Sure,
You are
I-
into your time.
I actually will start a long-term project. And this long-term project
Steel Angel
is...
Kingclave.
No. Yeah. Yes. Send a ghost to possess Andrel Kinclave. No, my long-term project is that I'm going to ward the lair from spirit entry.
That's a good plan.
Yep.
Let's take a look at your new character sheet.
Yeah, let's find out who this
Do you want me to just introduce her before I start
Yeah,
doing things?
Yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
why don't you do that and I'll read.
So one day when Rubix is making his way back to the lair, there's like this girl like hunched up against the door under the bridge, you know, like, and she looks like a beggar, you know, like just brown sort of like wool linen combination tatters, basically, like a poncho over her, and like, you know, threadbare skirt, and her feet are bare. She's not wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, looking at her, she looks like something out of a horror movie. Like, she looks like, you know, the kind of thing you shouldn't startle, because if it looks up at you, it'll have scary eyes and, you know, like nasty teeth or something. Like her hair is so long it touches the ground while she's sitting down.
Yeah.
And just like black. And her skin is pale white. She's clearly a Taikarosi.
She's clearly the girl from The Ring.
Yeah, basically.
It's like,
Basically. What you do notice, however, is that there is a long rod, a metal rod with like a hook on the end, like leaning against the wall next to her where she's sitting, and she's like fiddling with something in her lap, you know, while she's sitting there against the door.
Yeah. Oh, you're like against the door.
Like her back's against the door to the lair.
well,
Rubik's like
Who's
tosses
this?
a couple of coins. It's like, get along.
She looks up at like the clatter, and it's this very like, oh, you know, you've like sort of like startled her from whatever she was doing, and you can see in her hand she has this like vial of swirling essence that she like tucks away really quickly, that she'd been staring at, and she looks up at you, and her eyes are just black, just the shark sort of like black Taikarosi,
Yeah.
typical sort of like weird look.
we see Birch narrowing his eyes as she's got the vial in her hand.
Yeah. And she looks at the like money on the ground and goes, Zalia sent me.
Oh. Then good.
And she gets up and takes the rod off of the wall. And says, my name is Thorn. Nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Her like really white skin is very dirty. Like, you know, dirty,
yeah, like
dirty,
he's not touching
like
you. You
dirty,
look-
dirty feet.
Birch comes over, like he limps on over, and he just like grabs your hand, and he's like, "Welcome in, Thorn."
Like dirty feet, dirty hands. And it's clear that underneath the various layers of brown cloth, like ponchos that she's wearing, there's like other items on her belt or on like a, you know, something underneath it all. Like there's a rattling as she sort of moves, or like a little jangling as she moves. And she steps away from the door because, I mean, you're trying to get through, and sort of, you know, waves her hand at it. I can get to work right away.
Yes. Do so. And he like opens the door and is like, after you.
She goes inside, and immediately, like she sort of, without even putting things down, she starts this long-term project of like warding the lair from ghostular entry.
Yeah, I think it's
very much scribbling on the wall, by the way, with like
Yeah.
chalk.
it's just a 4 count.
It's just like, I should be more specific next time. That you will do. I hope.
Okay, let me do. Okay, so I'm going to attune 5.
Yeah, so you get 2 out of the 4.
It's 4 second clock. 2 warding, and you know what? I will just do it again because
Okay.
I don't have anything else to do with my downtime, basically.
And I think like while you're scribbling and like doing all these sigils and stuff, there's that chalkboard
Another 2.
at the back of the crew quarters with all of Croak's like formulas and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that it just like whatever they were working on last is this thing that ends in this like big question, like double question mark that they drew in a big like circle around some of the formulas. And there's just that like juxtaposition between these two things.
Just to sort of like round out the scene that I imagine with this thing being done over the course of a couple of days, while the two of you are out doing whatever it is, because this would have been like at the start of the downtime sort of thing that you would have run into her at your door.
Yeah.
And then while you were out doing whatever it is you were doing, when you come back, the walls are like covered in like, you know, strange circles and like letters and some things that look like math and some other things that look like they could be poetry, you know, and so on, and it's just everywhere.
Oh, I didn't
If I
miss this.
put up paneling, is that going to mess with this?
I would very much appreciate if you didn't touch it. If you touch it, I have to fix it.
Just can we
Don't.
cover it?
No. Things brushing up against it. It's going to mess up the chalk. It's very
Come on,
impermanent.
Rubik's. You appreciate art, don't you? That look.
Yes. I do.
If you prefer, I could have done it in something more permanent, but that would require
fine.
some essence and some
It's fine.
blood
It's
and
fine.
a living spirit.
It's no.
I put a
It's
hand
fine.
on Thorn's shoulder, and I look at her and I say, "It's fine. He'll leave it alone."
Good. I'm glad, because pulling spirits out of people is unpleasant and necessary occasionally, but unpleasant.
I let go.
That's the end of that downtime.
Well, that was lovely.
I guess we could just end it here because
XP.
Yeah, XP.
Yeah,
I
let's
got
do
it.
XP and
Also, at the end of each downtime phase, I earn a little bit to my stash
Ooh,
Hey,
yeah.
there you go.
You got something
because
on
I
the
got a
side?
little something on the side. His information brokering is starting to take off.
And I'm imagining that like you have Milosh and the gang kind of involved as well. They're like running errands for you in the background.
Not Milosh.
Well, not Milosh, but some of
The others, but not Milos.
The other three.
the ones who can be counted on to talk to people and not try to like blackmail them
Yes.
just for sport. Yeah, which is well, none of them. But anyways, great. Well, let's let's do Cricket's XP because she
Yeah.
really did the majority of the stuff.
Okay.
Also, I feel like even just in those couple rolls, you get like 1 or 2 XP for Thorn as well.
Really? You think so? I
I
really
mean-
want to introduce you guys to Thorn's Vice. I really do. Oh, I love her already.
Well, let's just do Thorn real quick just to get familiar with
Yeah.
her stuff as well. So
She makes origami swans.
Of course. Lots of them.
yeah, what's Thorn's deal?
So Thorn's of course, like whenever you roll a desperate action, that thing. Then when you address a challenge with knowledge or arcane power, mark XP.
So I feel like you get 1 XP for
Yeah.
that at the very least.
When you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Yeah, you can take 1 for that too, I think. I mean, you get to decide actually.
She's a Taikarosi academic by heritage and then a street charlatan basically by background. Like she's clearly an academic who has gone a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I feel like we can't even introduce her without hitting on the whole background thing. So
No.
at least like 1 or 2 XP there.
Yeah.
So
And you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I haven't done that with her, so.
and then for Cricket,
And then for Cricket, hang on. For
who,
Cricket,
although she is a spineless, traitorous jerk, is still technically a member of the crew.
yeah. So desperate action, obviously. And then you address challenges with stealth or evasion. Yeah, I think
I mean,
so.
the thing with XP is that like y'all get to decide.
You
how much
evaded your
XP you get.
responsibility to your friends. Well done. Well done.
Okay.
So yeah, give yourself as much XP as you
Express
want.
your beliefs, drives, heritage, and background. I think that's like
Oh
two.
yeah, that's
like,
a 2.
That's like a 2 right there. Yeah. If we
For
continue,
sure.
if we
you
can
stuck with your heritage to
to
no
the
end.
bitter end, yeah. And you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. Haunted didn't really come up, and her vice of Andrel Kinklaith also didn't come up very at all, so I don't think I get anything for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna remove Andrel Kinklaith from the crew sheet.
Probably not a bad idea.
I mean, just saying.
Rip Andrew.
Aw.
He's alive. He's just not on the crew sheet
now.
anymore.
Is he?
Cricket's still on the crew sheet. All right.
I mean, when she comes back, he'll come back. But in the meantime, no one can.
Yeah,
access
you can't access them, definitely.
Start a long-term project to access Andrew Kinkley.
Don't worry, that's my next one.
Aw.
See-
Okay, so that's it for Cricket. So
You just got to put in backdoor access to Andrel Kinklave, and then.
Womp.
was that?
You don't know my.
Nothing to see here.
Okay, so we're down XP for your two characters.
Yeah, we're done.
Great. Rubik's.
Sure. I've already marked down my desperate rolls, which was 1 in prowess and 1 in resolve.
Cool.
And then address the challenge with preparation or calculation. I did. It just backfired horridly.
Yeah.
I'd give.
You don't have to succeed.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
I don't know if that's 1 or 2, though. That's something I'd leave up to you guys.
I'm gonna say one.
I feel like
When
One.
dev-
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I mean, I definitely used my background to try to scare the shit out of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a minor scene, but I don't know if that counts entirely. So 1 for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I most definitely struggled with issues from
Oh,
my
yeah.
or
Yeah, yeah.
traumas during the session.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely he did. So 2 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then
That's it, right?
finish up my prowess clock. Finish up my resolve clock. And then put my last dot into playbook.
Cool. All right. Birch.
You addressed the challenge with tracking or violence. Yes and yes.
Uh huh.
I call that a 2. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You address
I-
many challenges with violence and
you-
tracking.
Address a challenge with pangolin.
It's my next XP trigger. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I don't feel I did. I had a
I think your
moment.
spirit warden background came up a bunch.
Yeah, I guess it did.
Yeah.
In your interactions with Thorn, in all of the stuff dealing with Wester being a freaking creepy whisper guy.
That's fair. I'll take
Yeah.
1 for that. I was
Because there
thinking-
was lots of like, oh, not this again.
Oh
Or,
yeah.
I think I've seen too much of the, all that kind of stuff. That all
Yeah.
counts for sure.
All right, I'll take 1 there. And you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I think I'm going to take 1 there because I stuck around way longer than I perhaps should
Yeah.
have.
Definitely.
The pain.
So I will divvy those up. Gonna put 2 in my playbook and 2 in
Your
insight.
greedy embracing of injury is definitely worth it.
Sweet, sweet masochism disembowelment.
All I had to do was spill my guts and get some XP. There we go. It's all good.
Yeah, it's the easiest XP you could ever want.
Right, let's do
The crew
cre-
sheet.
So- Execute a successful. Oh, okay, we can stop there.
Yep.
Yep.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely yes.
So one or two. What do you think?
I think y'all deserve 2 for that.
Okay.
I think too. Yeah.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I don't think we
Reputation.
bolstered shit.
I think we
Professional
developed
theory.
that we are, in fact, prone to failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no XP for that one.
Yeah. Express the goals, drives, the inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we essentially natured the crew. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take 2 for that in my opinion.
So we get a crew advancement, everybody.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Do we know what we want to take?
I have to look quickly. page?
Dangerous is pretty good. Each PC may add +1 action rating to hunt, skirmish, or wreck up to a max of 3. Fiends is pretty good. Fear is as good as respect. You may count each wanted level as if it was turf.
Let's do that.
Let us do that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you do that, you go up to Stronghold.
Yes. Done.
Okay.
Fiends we is.
We are fiends.
Y'all have fiends now. Great.
No, never mind. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
So despite all of this, you are now tier 1 Stronghold.
Yeah.
And so all the rep goes away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone gets
How did we pull
cash or
that?
something.
Yeah, we get some cash.
No, what you're thinking of, our rep stays the same because we didn't increase.
No, you went up to hold
Because
Stronghold.
our wanted level increases with our turf increases with our wanted level.
Oh, and so that knocked us up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we knocked us
So
up. Yeah.
you're now Stronghold tier 1.
But there's
Okay.
something we get for moving up a hold, right?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Yeah, you get like stash or something for everyone.
Yeah.
Man. I got
Anyways,
some
we can
good
Yeah,
figure that
figure
out.
that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next time. It's not a big deal.
Between-
We'll just make a note to address it.
You know, I was envisioning us having like a tone shift in season 2, and
And so we
I feel like
did.
that happened.
Oh
I feel
yeah.
like it just came to us on a silver platter.
It kind of did, honestly. I'm looking
With-
forward to seeing where we head from here. I like that Rubik's is still kind of like grasping the reins of the gang, but I'm happy to sort of move into another role for now myself. I think I
Yeah.
needed to change characters. And I love Birch. Birch is so cool already.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Rubik's will be there until the bitter end.
Until the bitter end. Yeah. All right. So
Like, squeezing his hand ever tighter on
yeah.
power.
let's
until
let's
he breaks
let's
through it.
let's get everybody shouted out and so forth so that we can tell the lovely people where to find all of you lovely people. Andrew, why don't you start?
Hi, I'm Andrew. You can follow me on Twitter at Comedian Crow, or on twitch.tv/actualfactual, where I am designing a hack for this game, turning it into a magical girl anime game.
It's cool.
Trust me.
I was just saying.
Trust me, it'll work. So if you want to check that out, you can follow
Serena,
me
my
on
guts.
Twitch. I tend to stream on Friday afternoons, and I might start doing Mondays as well because I quit one of my jobs. And you can support me on Patreon, which I really appreciate because it means that I can focus on doing this and the other shows I do. So I have 2 shows on Roll20 and then one on Misclicks as well, which are on Thursdays and Fridays, where we're playing Apocalypse World, The Sprawl, and D&D Adventurers League. So you can check out all that stuff.
Catalyst?
Hi, my name is Jacob Smith, otherwise known as Catalyst7. You can find me on Twitter at Catalyst7. From there, eventually you're going to be able to find me in other social media outlets because I'm going to start posting those there too. And I really just talk about automation stuff that's going on in my life and just general babbling. Yeah,
Catalyst babbles into the void.
I do.
Sean?
Hi, I'm Sean, aka Hyena Spots. You can come to my Twitter for an ass kicking. My ass kicking at Hyena Spots with a Z. You can also hopefully maybe next week find me on Twitch, or at least some VODs. I don't know. I'm working on something, so it's finally coming together.
Oh,
So,
yeah?
yeah, we'll see what
Oh.
happens. But hopefully next week I'll have some stuff going.
Lovely.
And you can find me here Mondays. That's where you're usually going to see me. The streaming thing will be really sporadic. So.
There you go. I mean, here Mondays, best place to be. I'm not biased at all.
Yeah, my channel. Watch that.
Hi everyone, I'm me, Distracted Elf, here on this channel. This is where I live. You can follow me here. It's real very easy. Just click the button. And I play in lots of other games as well. So like the Roll20 games Andrew was talking about, I'm in those as well on Thursdays and Fridays. And I play a D&D game over at twitch.tv/BradWodo on Tuesdays. So if you want to see me play D&D over there, I also do that. Otherwise, I'm here. And I play strategy games, although recently I've been playing Bloodborne. It's been fun.
Support your local elf.
And I will see you guys later. Have a good one. I'm looking forward to next week of this already. And yeah. Bye, everybody. Have a good time and stuff.